Okay, so hello everyone. This is day 4 of full stack data science with Gen AI and Agentic AI training course, right? So this is day 4 and so far we have discussed so many things in data science and full stack data science. Okay, but we are going to start our learning journey from one important library of data science that is known as NumPy. Okay, so if you are the fresher, NumPy is what? A library. Okay, so this is very important library for the freshers, for non-technicals, for experience, for lead person as well. Okay, so if you have knowledge, if you have good knowledge in other language and you are new to the Python, then it is very important for you to learn, which is NumPy. Okay, so in NumPy, what actually we are going to learn? Okay, so in NumPy, what we are going to see? Let's discuss that. Then slowly we will break it down and we will understand. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Okay, so NumPy is what powerful library of Python. With NumPy, what you can do? You can do the speech recognition, image recognition, and you can do the video analysis and like so many things you can do. Okay, so let me tell you what we will learn here. We will see here like introduction introduction to NumPy. We will discuss installation. Okay, so we will see how we can install the NumPy in our system. We will discuss about import NumPy package. We will see about famous alias name to NumPy. Okay, and we will see some fundamentals. Okay, so this is the point 5. So we will see how to create NumPy array. Okay, so when I'm saying NumPy, what's the full form of it? NumPy, num is numerical, py is stand for Python. So NumPy is nothing but numerical Python, right? So create NumPy array. We will see how to create NumPy array and manipulations we will see. Okay, mathematical operations we will see. Mathematical operations, indexing and slicing we will understand here. Okay, right. And we will discuss about the NumPy attributes. Okay, we will discuss about like some important methods of NumPy like min, okay, max, right? And there is one more method called sum, and then reshape is there, and count zeros is there, count non zero. Okay, short is there, flatten is there, etc. Okay, so all we will discuss, and other than this, we will also discuss as per the requirement. Okay, I'm not explaining you the things, I'm just telling you what we are going to learn in upcoming lectures. Okay, so in NumPy, these are the things we have to learn. Alright, so we have to learn other more things as well. Let me just write down them also. Like we have to discuss about adding value to arrays of values. Okay, so how to add the values to array of values. We will see it. Okay, and we will see diagonal of a matrix. We will discuss about the trace of a matrix. And then we will discuss about parsing, adding, and subtracting matrix. Okay, then we will see parsing, adding, and subtracting matrix. And statistical functions like NumPy dot mean. Okay, we'll discuss about the NumPy dot median. We will discuss about NumPy dot std, NumPy dot min. Okay, and we will discuss about filters in NumPy. Right, so these are the things we have to learn. At least we have to learn these many things, but apart beyond this, we will also learn. Okay, but these are the basic and required syllabus of NumPy. Okay, so this we have to learn. So let us start. Let's start with NumPy introduction. Okay, so when we talk about NumPy, okay, so let me just write. Okay, so what is NumPy? This is just nothing but a Python library used for fast numerical computations and you can handle large multidimensional arrays in data science. Okay, so this is used for handling large computational and multidimensional arrays. Let me write here as well. So a Python library. If somebody asks you what is NumPy, so first of all you have to say it is a Python library. Then it is used for fast numerical computation and handling large multidimensional arrays, okay, in data science. So I will tell you what is 1D array, what is 2D array, what is 3D array, what is ND array, what is multidimensional array. We will discuss all of these in detail. Okay, so do not think like you are from non-technical background, so you cannot learn it. You definitely can learn it, and do not think like I haven't completed the basic Python, then how can I learn this? Do not worry about it. I am here to teach you. I'm taking this NumPy from starting because by the end of the day you will get good command on it. And whenever I feel like I have to introduce something basics more than this, then I will definitely introduce as per the requirement. But be do not feel underconfident while learning it. Be confident and start learning it. You can do it, right? Okay. And the next thing is, let's suppose if somebody asks you where to use NumPy. This is a common question. What you are learning? I'm learning NumPy. Why you are learning? Where to implement? So these kind of answers how you can give. So the question is where to use NumPy. Okay, why we are learning this and where to use it. So where to use means we can use it in data analysis. Okay, we can use it machine learning. Okay, we can use it in scientific computing. We can use it in image processing. Okay, to manipulate the pixels data efficiently, okay, of the images. And data visualization, we can use it in the data visualization as well. Okay. We can use it as a base library of like Matplotlib, right? So in data visualization, we can use it in or like we can say video analysis as well. Okay, so in video analysis, we can also use it. Video analysis. Okay, so we can use it in video analysis. Okay, so where to use? So these are the fields you can mention where we can use numerical Python, right? And in data analysis, how to use it? So in data analysis, like whenever you want to handling and processing large data set, then we use NumPy here. Okay, handling and processing large data set. Okay, so we can handle large data set and we can process it. Okay, in machine learning, how to use it? In machine learning, it's used for mathematical and matrix operations. Okay, for mathematical and matrix operations. And in scientific computing, how NumPy is helpful. So in scientific computing, like we can say in physics, chemistry, and engineering calculations. Okay, And in image processing, to manipulate the pixels, to manipulate pixel data efficiently, right? And in data visualization, as a base or library like Matplotlib. Okay, in video analysis, process video frames as arrays of pixels, right? So these are the fields where we can use NumPy. Okay, not only this, but there are so many, but you can keep in mind these particular areas. Okay, so now let's discuss about different types of metrics in NumPy. Okay, so like we have different metrics like 1D array, or we can say 1D matrix. Okay, so one dimension matrix. Okay, or we can call it array as well. And we have second one we have, which is 2D. Okay, two dimension matrix, right? And then we have 3D matrix, and the fourth one is we have ND. Okay, n dimension matrix. So let's try to understand what is 1D matrix. Okay, what is 2D matrix, and what is 3D matrix, and what is n dimensional matrix. Okay, D means dimensional. Okay, and dimensional, let me just mention here dimensional. Okay, so in 1D, there is a single row of elements. Like in Python we create the list, so it is similar to that. Like for example of it, like 1 2 3 4. So this is what 1D matrix. It is a collection of data, okay, in one dimension only, right? So this is 1D. And what about 2D? So 2D means data in rows and columns. When data is rows and columns, so like when we talk about rows and columns, so it is something like a table. Okay, so here your data will be in the row and column format. Okay, so for example, okay, example is like we can say, so here we have 1 2 3 4. This is one array, and in this there is one more array, right? 4 5 6 7. Okay, So this is what 2D arrays, right? So this is called 2D arrays. Here we have one row and this is another row. So there are two rows are there, one and two. And we have columns like column 1, column 2, column 3. So when I'm talking about column 3, so in column 3, 3 is there and 6 is there. Column 4, 4 is there and 7 is there. Column 1, 1 is there, 4 is there. Okay, so like that. I'm talking about vertical. When I'm talking about columns, it is vertically select, it will select vertically. And when I'm talking about rows, so it will select horizontally, right? Now talk about 3D matrix. So what is 3D matrix? We can say a collection of 2D matrix. 2D matrix like 2D matrix is like what? Like a layer of layers, or we can say it is like a cube, right? A collection of 2D matrix like layers or cube. Okay, so example of it. So there is one matrix. In this one matrix, there is another matrix. Okay, and in this matrix, we have 1 and comma 2, right? So there are two matrix are there, so it is containing, let's suppose 1 and 2, and this is containing 3 and 4. Okay, so this is 1 and we have another after this, so comma, and this is another, and in another there are two different matrices. Okay, so we can say 5 and 6. Okay, and here you can assume 7 comma 8. Okay, so a collection of 2D matrix. So this is what a collection of 2D matrix. Okay, there is one matrix is there. Okay, and there is one matrix, and this is a collection. This is one 2D matrix, and this is another 2D matrix. 2D matrix means row and columns are there. So collection of 2D matrix is known as 3D matrix. Okay, this is 2D matrix. This is 2D matrix, and collection of 2D matrix is known as 3D matrix. It will be like a cube. I will give you more examples. I'm just giving you the basic understanding only. Okay, it is not like you are understanding or you are not understanding. Okay, it is not like I'm not getting more clarity in it. Slowly you will get more clarity when I will give more examples. Okay, I'm giving you the just a basic examples, so if you're getting basic clarity, that's enough. Okay, I'm not expecting so many things from you, so just understand the little bit, that's fine, right? Now talk about nd matrix. So nd matrix is what? So when we have like 1D means one row, 2D means row and column, 3D means 3D means what? Collection of 2D, or we can say three rows and three columns, and beyond the three rows and three columns, that is known as ND. Okay, we can call it a general form of arrays with any number of dimensions. Okay, any number of dimension means 1D, 2D, 3D, etc. Right? Okay, a general form of arrays with any number of dimension. Okay, so if I ask you how many dimensions are there, so you will say one dimension. If I will say how many dimensions are there, two dimensions. How two dimensions? Because rows and columns. Rows, these are the rows and these are the columns. So combination of rows and columns, this is 2D matrix. 3D matrix, collection of 2D matrix. Okay, so this is three-dimensional matrix, 3D matrix. ND matrix means any number of dimensions. It could be 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, or 5th-D, 100D, etc. See, these all dimensions falls under the n-dimensional matrix. I hope you're understanding. Example of ND matrix are like 4D. When we talk about 4D, it comes under it. When we talk about 5D or 6D or more. Okay, used in advanced fields like deep learning or image video processing. Okay, so this multidimensional matrix used in deep learning, image processing, video analysis. So here we basically use it. Okay, so how do we create it? So the example, I'm just writing the example. If you're not understanding, do not worry about it. Okay, so example of it, like we will create it by writing np dot arrays. Okay, do not worry about if you don't know about np, if you don't know about array, just try to like see the things like we will discuss about np and arrays, but I'm just telling you how to make it. So we create it using the numpy, the nd matrix. So here I'm writing like for example for this, let's suppose this three opening brackets and there are three closing brackets, and here we are creating 1 comma 2. Okay, so this is what 1 comma 2, and this is what 3 comma 4. Okay, so like that we can create nd matrix. Okay, nd matrix could be 100d or 200d, or it could be any n dimensional, right? Okay, so one node we can say. Okay, when well, let's suppose if we are saying what is 4D matrix. Okay, what is 4D matrix? So 4D matrix you can say the collection of 3D matrix. Okay, and the 3D matrix, the collection of 4D matrix. Okay, like that we can tell if somebody asks you specifically. So we can say 4D arrays, 4D array, and array containing multiple 3D arrays. Okay, if a array 4D array is what? 4D array means a array 4D array, or you can say 4D matrix, an array containing multiple 3D arrays. Okay, or 3D matrix. That is what 4D. Similarly, you can increase the definition by saying collection of 50 or 60, right? Okay, so let me show you here as well. NumPy. Okay, so what is NumPy? We can say NumPy is a library for the Python programming language, adding support for large multidimensional arrays and metrics, along with a large collection of high-level mathematical functions to operate. Okay, so this is what a library. And when we talk about arrays, so let's when we talk about different dimension of array, so you can see here. Okay, just a moment. Okay, you can see here. So this is 10, 15, 13. So it's stored in one dimension only. So that is known as 1D array. Okay, so let me just copy the image link and open it into the new tab. Okay, so when we talk about two dimensions, so here rows and columns come. Okay, rows and columns. So this top is what columns, and this are rows. Row one, row 0, 1, and 2. So this is 2D array. And 3D array is what collection of 2D arrays. So here we have three dimensions. Okay, so first dimension is top one, second is second is this one, and this is another. So I said already that is 3D is what a collection of layers, we can say. So top layers, side layers, and another opposite side layer are there. So or we can say it is like cubics. Okay, 3D, right? So whenever we talk about arrays, so in organization, for example, if there are different organizations, so different organizations store their data in multi-dimension arrays. Okay, so they do not use only single dimension to store the data. So they store data in multi-dimension. What I'm trying to say here, I'm trying to say every organization, okay, in every organization, data stored, data stored in stored as multi-dimensional dimensions. Okay, so organization stores data in multi dimensions. That is why we need to learn or like numpy with different dimension arrays as well. That is nothing but metrics. Okay, and when we talk about data science, so data science is what? Data science is what? Data plus science. Okay, data science is what? Data plus science. So in data science, what we do? So as a data scientist, what we will do? We will extract the data from multi dimensions, extract multi dimensions data from database and explore the data is called data analysis. Okay, as a data scientist, we will analyze the data. So we can say extracts the multi-dimension data from database, right? Explore the data is called data analysis, right? Okay, so what we do, we extract the data and we will analyze the data. Okay, so data analyze, who analyze the data? Data analyst. Okay, so what's the work of data analyst? So data analyst. Okay, so what data analysts do basically, right? So analyze the historical data from the database. Database is called data analyst. Okay, so the person who is analyzing the historical data from the database is called data analyst, right? So this is the thing. So please do not blur your focus. Try to focus here. Okay, so it will take time to make the foundation of this. We can say these all the tech things in your brain. If you are non-tech or if you are fresher or if you are new to the programming, so I'm just telling you all the things in simple way so that everyone can understand. Okay, so do not feel like this is the theory, this is only like I'm teaching it on writing only. So I'm typing right now, but I will tell you the practicals as well. But fundamental knowledge is important to have before going to the practicals, right? Otherwise you will stuck, otherwise you will get a lot of confusion and you will listen like uh, you will just listen, you will just see the things but you will not understand the thing. So understanding part will be missing. That is why I am writing the things. Okay, it may take time but it will give you the I mean good fundamentals, right? So as I said, this is a training course. It is what? It is a training course. I said earlier that is not a video lecture. Okay, if you will watch it like a video lecture, then you will try to wish to complete it. The as soon as it will complete, as much knowledge you will get. It is not like that. You have to watch it, you have to work it. Okay, do not wait for ending the video, right? I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Enjoy the journey. Okay, you can make your own notes, try to write down the notes, because after learning this, for example, if you have completed more than 100 videos, so again you will not watch all the videos, but again what you can do, you can go with the summary, and where you will get the summary in your notebook. You write down the important point, you write down whatever you are understanding in your notebook. So do not watch it like a movie. Okay, it is not a movie. It is beneficial for your career. Okay, it is for your career enhancement. Okay, it is for your upgrade your career, right? So that is why take a note and learn whatever and write whatever you are understanding. Okay, do not sit idle only. Okay, आई होप समझ आ रहा होगा जो भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, है ना? प्लीज राइट करना है ताकि हमारा ब्रेन एक्टिव रहे, ताकि हम सो ना जाए, राइट? So do not sleep, try to understand, be focused. Okay, so let's talk about how to install the package and how to import the package, how to import the functions. Okay, so what you have to do first, you have to install package like NumPy. Okay, then after that, what you have to do, you have to import the package. Okay, import package, and after importing the package, what you have to do, import. Right, so this is the hierarchy. Okay, so you have to install the package, you have to import the package in your code, and you have to import the functionality provided by that package, right? Hope you're understanding. Okay, so how to install it? The question is how to install. How to install packages. Right, so you can install in two ways. One is you can write pip install or like numpy, or we can say numpy or numpy, or you can use one more way, which is conda install numpy. Okay, so these two things you can use to install it. Right, so what you can search here you can search or like anaconda prompt. Okay, when you will write anaconda, so you will see anaconda prompt. These all we have installed in previous videos, so you can refer if you are not getting it. Okay, so here what you can write here pip install NumPy. Okay, if it is already installed, then it will say the requirement satisfied. Otherwise, it will start installing it. What it is saying, requirement are a requirement already satisfied. So it's already there in my system. So you can install it like by writing conda install NumPy. Okay, so these are the two ways to install a package. Either you can use conda or you can use like this pip. So okay, so it is collecting metadata of packages. It is checking whether these packages are installed or not. So it is checking in JSON. Okay, all requested packages already installed. Okay, so this package is already installed, so no more to install it again. But you guys can install it. Okay, so let's start the VS Code and try to implement it. Okay, so VS Code. And just click on so what you will do basically you will go into the file and you will open the folder, right? So select whatever folder you want to work. After selecting this, just click on select folder and it will open. Okay, when your folder has opened, then what you have to do, you have to create a file. Okay, so I'm writing matrix dot I pynb. Okay, so when you will write this extension, then only you will get this interface. Okay, if you will write .py, you will not get this interface. Okay, and for this interface we have installed packages. You can refer that. I mean, we have installed extensions, so that video you can refer. Okay, so I will click on code and here code is coming to write. So first of all, if I'm using NumPy, so what I will do, I will write one command import NumPy. Okay, so I will write import NumPy, right? And I can give it as a nickname. I can provide it nickname, or we can say alias name. So alias name which will refer this word, this NumPy word will referred by as NP. So if you are saying NP or if you are saying NumPy, both are same. But which is easy to speak? NP. Which is easy to write? NP. Okay, so generally we use NumPy as NP, right? Okay, so if you want to execute this line, you can click on run all, or you can press Control Shift Enter. I mean, not Shift but Control plus Enter. If you will Control plus Enter, if you will press, so it will execute, right? So there is no error. And let's suppose I'm creating one list here. So I'm saying my list. Okay, so my list, I'm just giving 1 2 3 4. So this is just a list. Okay, it is not NumPy array, it is list. So if I will print here my list, if I will type my list and press Control plus Enter, so are we getting output? Okay, if I say type my list, Okay, so when I'm pressing it, so it is asking me to select one. So I'm just selecting this, then it will run. Okay, sorry for that. Wait, it's saying restart. Print, let me just check. Hello world. Can I execute it? Okay, so it is pending, it is showing. Mhm. Okay, so I think there is some issue with this. So what we can do, let me just open here Anaconda prompt. Okay, so you can use multiple things. If it is working in your system, then you can go with VS Code. Otherwise, I'm opening Anaconda. I have to see like we can execute here also, but I don't know why it is not working right now. I have to debug it. But as of now, we can use alternative, which is Anaconda prompt. Can I restart the VS Code? Yeah, now it is saying VS Code. Okay, so there is some issue with this. Okay, just wait a moment, guys. So in real time, these kind of issues comes. Okay, so okay, so now we are getting the results. Okay, no need to use Anaconda right now, but you can use Conda as well. Okay, I'm telling you where you can write in Conda also. I mean in Anaconda. So here you can launch the Jupyter notebook. If you can find the Jupyter notebook, you can launch it and you will see the same interface. Okay, so right now let's try to write here the code. I'm just deleting this shell. Okay, so this is fine. So what is the output we are getting? The output which we are getting, it is list. How we can convert this list into NumPy array? Okay, so what you can do, you can write here np dot, what you can write np dot array. Okay, and here you can pass your list name, my list. Okay, and it will give you a array. Okay, let's suppose arr, because in Python there is list. Okay, when you are say writing 1 2 3, so this is what list type, right? So when you will type here and if you will print here arr, okay, so it will print, it will show the we can say matrix, I mean array. So you can click here. So here you can see what you are getting. You are getting array. It's printing what? Array. Okay, if you want to check the type of this, so ARR type, so you can also check. So what it is saying, it is saying what, NumPy and the array, right? So like that it is working. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. And in the next class, we will discuss more about this NumPy and we will perform different operations. Okay, we will use different inbuilt function of NumPy. Okay, so please practice this much as of now. Try to get more clarity about it. Okay, you can refer this also official website of NumPy. Okay, you can search NumPy and you can go to the numpy.org, and here you can see where to use it and how to use it. Okay, right, so you can explore it by yourself as well, or in the next class we will see more practical. Okay, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time.